people have not really buttoned up, and many people are not getting the supplies that they should.
I'm watching the TV, so I'm not getting too amazed about it.
I would say that persons appear to be a bit more inclined to get a head start on things. So
getting ready, getting there, next to that. Everyone has been stocking up on a lot of water.
I think some of us are being too casual with this storm.
Majority of things already gone, and our shipment don't come until the following week.
Tonight, the National Report, Eye on Erika, starts right now.
Now in HD. ZNS Network presents The Bahamas Tonight. This portion of the news brought to you by BTC Everyday.
The mountains of the Dominican Republic right now tearing apart Tropical Storm Erika, but we aren't out of the woods of feeling the impact of this system as yet. Good evening, everyone. I'm Chris Saunders. For the very latest on the track of Tropical Storm Erika, we head over to the Weather Center with Greg Thompson. Now, Greg, Hispaniola is just really doing its number on this system right now.
That is correct, Chris. It's interacting with the mountain ranges across there, and some of those peaks as high as 10,000 feet, which spells good news for us. Also, it's continuing on a westerly track, a little fast in speed. Winds are still up to 50 miles per hour. The current position, 5 p.m., latitude 17.9 degrees north, longitude 71.2 degrees west. As I mentioned, maximum wind still at 50 miles per hour, but we expect that to go down as the system continues to push inland. Movement is still towards the west at 21 miles per hour, roughly 225 miles to the southeast of Inagua. Inagua being here, the Turks and Caicos Islands. Of course, a lot of showers and thunderstorms now spreading across Hispaniola and affecting that island. We are anticipating quite a bit of rainfall with this system. Some of that will eventually get into the southeast Bahamas overnight through tomorrow. So the southeast Bahamas could see some showers and thunderstorms, though we do not anticipate as serious a condition as the system is interacting with the mountain ranges and it's starting to lose a little bit of its strength. Forecast track for that system coming across Hispaniola overnight through Saturday, moving across eastern tip of Cuba and near the southeast Bahamas, bringing some showers and thunderstorms in that location. The wind speeds expected to come down as well, and will continue to ride the north coast of Cuba and then move into South Florida. Central Bahamas should start to see some effects of this by Saturday evening into Sunday. But remember, the track is more towards the west, so we anticipate a lot of the showers and thunderstorms to stay west of the islands. Chris?
All right, Greg, thanks a lot. Social services and utilities on the island of San Salvador are braced for bad weather, although all indications suggest this will just be a rainstorm. That's where Jared Higgs is tonight.
Social services on the island of San Salvador are prepared for whatever impact Erika brings to the island. That's according to Officer in Charge Eleuthera Woods King.
We're not expecting a large number of persons to go into the shelters. We've checked in with our senior citizens, so we know our persons who may need transportation to the shelters as well as our disabled persons. And so we're equipped and ready to go should need be.
One of those elderly residents is Ruthie Nairn. A tiring day in the kitchen won't stop her from making sure her home is secure.
My piece of plywood is right in the back here, one to the window. And as soon as I get through with the kitchen, I'll get my hammer, my nail. I could batten up myself, you know.
Utilities on the island may be among the chief concerns during the inclement weather. BEC officials decline comment, but Alpheage Butler of Water and Sewerage says the electricity supply is a vital factor.
Usually happen as current goes off, as well that affects the distribution pumps here on the island, so that will have an effect on us, you know. But from water and sewage perspective, we have a backup generator supply that we can use to distribute water to our customers.
Now Miss Ruthie says that once the weather permits, she'll be in her kitchen in the morning serving breakfast. Reporting from San Salvador, I'm Jared Higgs.
All right, Jared, thanks a lot. Now, today could not have been any more picturesque in Cat Island, but those conditions did not stop the police and social services officials from ensuring their plan was coming together ahead of the threat of Erika. Jimenita Swain tells us that officers are prepared to pull out boats if they had to.
There was not a drop of rain in the north or south on Cat Island Friday. Instead, it was a hot and sunny day. However, the pleasant conditions did not stop Police Superintendent Jeffrey Darling from having a well-laid-out plan for Erika if she showed up.
I have already convened a special meeting with my team here in Cat Island, which consists of career and reserve officers. I have had briefings with them, and they are now in a ready mode to respond as needed. We have set a time for us to be able to come together and to begin the necessary work on the island.
In fact, the plan called for watercraft in the event there was flooding. Sergeant Preston McCoy filled us in on that portion of the plan.
Well, the vessels are inflatable. Each one comes with a motor. So, and we also has the paddles in case we run into some shallow water where the engine can't take us. We'll be able to use the paddle and stuff like that. And my team consists of about 5 officers for the time being.
Well, we also made our way down to the Department of Social Services here on the island, where we spoke with Welfare Officer Keisha Rule, who told us that shelter managers have been prepped and supplies are ready to go.
Well, we've identified about 60 to 80 persons on the island of Cat Island who may need to be evacuated during the storm. Now, these persons are mainly those who are elderly or who have some disability. Also, individuals who reside in low-lying coastal areas. Emergency supplies like batteries, flashlight, radio, as emergency supply for the shelter manager and the residents of the island, or visitors who may be staying at the shelter to use during the time of the storm.
For several hours Friday, there was a loss of electricity in the south due to a damaged pole. The pole has since been replaced and the lights are back on. However, residents are waiting on the next update on Erika. In Cat Island, Jiminy DeSwain, ZNS Network News.
In Eleuthera, authorities there say they are in a state of readiness should the storm hit. Our team coverage continues with Charles Fisher, who tonight is in Eleuthera as they prepare for the possibility of Erika.
The convoy of cars left early Friday morning for the first shelter inspection. Our first stop was at the Resource Center in Savannah Sound, which can hold a capacity of 80 to 100 persons. Royal Bahamas Defense Force Petty Officer Lorenzo Dawkins, along with 2 others, are on the island to assist.
In case the hurricane should come this way, we have an impact team is on standby who will immediately follow up and to assist in case trees across the roads clear up, and then continue in any form, fashion that we could help the community in getting the island up and running again. We'll assist the commission in securing all the government building, any person that need any assistance, like, the senior persons with disabilities, coming from the administrator, the social worker. We will assist in that fashion. After that, we will move to whatever other assistance needs to be done, we'll do that.
Our next stop was at the Salvation Army in Palmetto Point and the Church of the Nazarene also in Palmetto Point, and all were up to expectation. Superintendent Chris Wright, officer in charge of Central Eleuthera, says they are ready.
We have a command center in Spanish Wells, which will be at the administrative office there. Likewise in Harbour Island at the administrative office. Here in Governor's Harbour, it will be at BTC building in Roxang in the south. It is the administrative complex again. Likewise in North Eleuthera. We just finished our meetings with all of our shelter managers, and we're going to open our shelters as early as 4 p.m. this afternoon. So we ask those persons who are in need to go to the shelters. They can contact the administrative office. They will get on to the police and our rescue team, and we will get to them and get them to the shelter so that they can be safe. We want to send out a warning to all those persons. Once this tropical storm enters Eleuthera, for safety purposes, we want you to remain indoors until you get the go-to to come out. The police will be, as best we can, up and about to avoid persons from stealing and entering these business places. So we ask you to stay indoors until you get the okay from the police that you can come out to the streets again.
In Eleuthera, covering Tropical Storm Erika for the ZNS News Network, I'm Charles Fisher.
Several civic organizations preparing for Tropical Storm Erika. I'll tell you what they're doing coming up in the Bahamas tonight.
This portion of the news is brought to you by the new Shell and Letty, designed for extra miles.